She said, I'm more of a parent to my dog than David and Jenelle were to their children. And she told no lies. She told no lies. You guys, if you keep up with Jenelle Evans or her ex David Eason, then you guys probably know that David Eason is single again. He was dating a girl named Kinley, but they broke up back in September. And Kinley was answering questions over on Twitter. And someone asked her thoughts on David with the dog situation. She started answering questions. Well, then, of course, Jenelle had to pop into the chat. And yeah, she basically called Jenelle and David out for her being a better parent to her dog than they were to the kids. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to read what Kinley had to say, what Jenelle jumped in to say, and Kinley's responses to Jenelle. So someone said, what are your actual thoughts about him, David, harming animals, especially the one he unalived? Loving animals as much as you do, I am genuinely curious how you process that, what he told you about it, and how you were able to even slightly look past that or trust him around your dog. That's a really good question because Kinley, if you follow Kinley on social media, she has a dog named Halo that she has had since the dog was really, was a puppy, and she literally treats that dog like her child, really, right? So that was a really good question. Well, Kinley responded and said, I think the dynamic in that household was very chaotic. Some people shouldn't own animals if you can't dedicate time to training them or teaching children how to be around them. I think that played a large role in what happened, but again, I wasn't there. And someone must have said that she was blaming the child or something because she said, I was never blaming a child for what happened. I'm literally blaming the parents who should have never had a pack of dogs or even one dog in the first place. No, I do not condone pew-pewing a dog. But also, there wouldn't have been a reason for chaos in the first place at D&J's. Do not own pets unless they can cohabitate with children and not live in 24/7 chaos. Then there would have never been a reason to unalive, remove, or rehome in the first place. But unaliving Nugget was extreme, and I don't condone it. And I've said this verbatim to D. Also, it was my understanding that D felt very guilty about what he did. That's how he made it seem. I'm done addressing this unless you have a question that I haven't already answered directly. It hurts that people think I condone or agree with what happened with Nugget. And then Jenelle, she chimed in to say, remember that time when you first started dating him and started making fun of my OF? That's when I began to hate you. If you never mentioned me, there was no reason for me to mention her, I guess. Now you're writing out on my name as long as you can until people forget about you. And then Jenelle said, that's probably why you guys broke up to begin with. How obsessed you are with fame and Teen Mom. It's weird. And I hate my ex, but I can tell you for a fact, he doesn't like fangirl behavior. Then Jenelle said, I really hope the next girl he dates is 10 times better than you. Maybe we can all co-parent peacefully. That's wild because I really do feel like Kinley was trying to help David get his crap together and doing what she could to make him do better. I think Kinley is probably one of the best he would ever get, right? Kinley said, publicly accusing your BD of exploitation of a minor and claiming him to be an unfit parent, then hoping to co-parent with him makes a ton of sense. Pick a lane, clown. And then Jenelle said, when you have a child, you don't have a choice but to co-parent, whether you like it or not. But you wouldn't know about that because you're not a parent, laughing. And then Kinley said, I'm more of a parent to my dog than they both were to their actual children, laughy face. And she said, I don't even make much of anything off of it. But what I am going to do is stand up for myself. And then Jenelle quoted her and said, what I am going to do is stick up for myself by talking crap about me. Shut the F up. The fact that Jenelle is like, when you have children, you have to co-parent. Girl, we went 16 years without seeing you want to co-parent with Barbara, not co-parenting with Andrew, not ever talking about him. You didn't co-parent with Nathan until Nathan called you needing you and made you feel like he needed you. Every time Nathan had a girlfriend, you wouldn't co-parent with him. You hated the girlfriend. So the fact that she's saying if you have children, you have to co-parent with the father when she literally does not do that is actually insane. But, that's just Jenelle for you. She's always saying one thing while living completely different. But I'm here for Kinley, literally calling her out, saying girl, I treat my dog better than you treat your kids. I agree. I do agree. You guys leave your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you guys think about Kinley and Jenelle at it again, and Kinley literally being like, girl, hush your mouth. I take better care of my dogs. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and make sure you follow this account for all your reality TV news and gossip quick tidbits. Bye, guys.